Hi, this is Scott Whitney, part four of my 549 presentation. We're just finishing up with slide 16. And what I'm trying to show you there are two scenarios. It's a ping and a copy scenario. And you can see that in the copy, that IPsec with offload is more efficient than without offload. And and so in a copy where you've got large packets, a lot of data traffic, it's there's a benefit with the offload, but with a ping where you've got very few packets, small packets, it's not very there's no benefit from offloading. In fact, the performance gets worse. So let's go to slide 17. So to summarize what I found in this paper was for offload performance. With hardware, offload performance gains are realized with packet size increases and with complex algorithms, demanding algorithms. So when either of those things happen, you have a benefit for offloading. And there's minimal performance gain is realized with simple security algorithms, and in fact, the particular author showed that that performance can get worse. So the next slide, slide 18, is from X-Scale hardware acceleration by Chang, and it's another fascinating topic about how you can get a performance gain with offloading. And what they showed was that with hardware acceleration, that's with star, you can see that as a packet size increases, it's a fairly flat curve, and with in DES versus DES, and 3DES versus 3DES, and again, each one of these is with and without offloading. And what you can see is that there's a performance gain with large packets, and they've also shown that with the last slide, you can see that you don't get that performance gain when you're doing a simple cryptography. There's no benefit from that, and this is going to help us understand. Let's go to this is going to help us understand what is hardware offloading going to help us with IPsec for the smart grid. And if you think about it, the smart grid is really it's going to be very secure. So you would expect to see some benefit from offloading because you're going to be using some of the robust cryptography methods that you can find. Um, let's go to slide 19. So what are some of the other future uses of IPsec? Well, you can use it for anywhere that you need a secure wireless. Toll roads, filling stations, in-vehicle internet, fleet management. You're going to need it for plug-in electric vehicles. When you drive to work, you're going to want to charge that vehicle while it's left at work because you don't want to walk home in some cases. And your company is not going to want to say, oh yeah, free electricity, have all the electricity you need. You're going to have a way to pay for that electricity at work. And IPsec is going to do that because you can, when you pay at the pump, you're there, and you're gonna pay with your vehicle and walk away. So IPsec can be used to provide a secure debit for plug-in electrical charging. Mobile devices can use IPsec, and in fact, mobile devices are a good fit for hardware offloading as well. So let's go to slide 20. So what are the conclusions today? It is a fascinating topic. I hope I've done it some justice. One of the conclusions that you can get from this is there's no free lunch. The more secure or complex the cryptographic method used, the higher the cost of the implementation. IPsec by itself it doesn't cost anything, but the cryptography does. And so one of the things that you realize is that security cost, cost latency, it costs, costs throughput. And certainly some implementations will require hardware offloading, and I hope I've demonstrated that. And system performance increases with hardware offload with large packet size and complex security algorithms. So, in a case where it's there's an overhead required to offload, and if you're using a very simple algorithm for your security, it's not going to be very secure, and it's also you're not going to ever overcome the overhead of sending that data to your offload hardware. And certainly, there are many future technological implementations that can benefit from the maturity of the IP infrastructure, and IP is part of that maturity, and that's why it's a good choice for something like the smart grid. We need the smart grid is a national, a huge national importance for this country, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities for IT professionals, I believe, to participate in this a whole new field, for electrical distribution, which is right now is pretty much using 100-year-old technology, and I do believe that IP SEC is a good vehicle to deliver that smart grid performance. I'd like to thank you for your patience today. I hope I'm speaking loud enough that you can hear me. I had some issues with volume in the recording, which I know happened in the classroom a few times too. So appreciate your Dr. Carlisle switching, going through the slides and giving me the opportunity to discuss this topic today. It's to me, it's clearly a fascinating area and a lot of fun. So I hope I've conveyed that, and appreciate your time. Take care. Thank you.